Happy New Year, Olympia. Well, it is 2026 and Council in 10 is back. Today we're talking about the January 7th Olympia City Council meeting, and it was a great way to start the year.
Yeah, nice and easy. If this is your first time joining us, we've been off for a few months. Somebody went to Japan for a while, threw us off track, but we're back. If this is your first time joining us, Council in 10 is our attempt to recap everything that happened at last night's City Council meeting in under 10 minutes.
Yes.
It's like Cliff Notes for City Council.
Exactly. So if you were too busy not enjoying the Stranger Things finale, this is a show for you.
This is Council in 10.
For the record, I'm Susan Grisham.
And I'm Josh Lynn. Roll call, all council members were present. Councilmember Vanderpool was via Zoom up on the wall. We started with special recognition. One special recognition this week, which was kind of a big one. It was the swearing in of all the newly elected council members.
Yes, so we had Councilmember Gilman, who is re-elected to serve a third term. Councilmembers Vanderpool and Green, they were both originally appointed by the council to fill vacancies, and they were elected to their first full terms. And we have a brand new council member. Paul Barrett was elected to his first term. They are officially sworn in by the Thurston County Auditor on November 25th of last year, but it is an Olympia tradition at the first meeting of the year, if we have new council members or newly elected council members, that there is a ceremonial swearing in. It's always a really sweet ceremony, and these council members were sworn in by friends and family members.
Yeah, a couple of highlights I have to mention. Councilmember Green was sworn in by her daughter, and it was the most adorable thing in the world.
It is very sweet.
Second sweetest was Councilmember Barron being sworn in by his wife, and at the end they shared a little kiss, and back in the broadcast room, I was like, yeah, I don't know if I've seen a kiss in chambers before. And then the council actually talked about it. So historians, if you know of another kiss in chambers, let us know. This was the first.
Yeah, we don't do a lot of smooching in here.
I don't know. Maybe we need more. It was great.
You know?
Then we got into public comments.
Yes, we did.
Just a handful of public comments, most of them about an item we're going to talk about later, the council referral for a food system plan for Olympia. And then a comment from the Thurston County Food Bank Director, which I thought was great to mention here. He noted a 30% increase in people using their services this year, 20% of their clients being first timers. So they could use some help. I'd say donate.
Yeah.
If you can.
Absolutely. Those are some really stark numbers, and this is really hitting our community in a hard way.
And council was able to donate last year a pretty significant chunk of money. So I'd urge anyone who can to help out.
Yeah. Then we moved on to the consent calendar. The consent calendar passed, but the second reading of an ordinance amending Olympia Municipal Code to address tenant screening practices was pulled for separate action at the request of Councilmembers Green and Barrett. Councilmember Barrett shared his opposition to the ordinance, essentially calling a moratorium on further housing regulations for the time being. And Councilmember Madrone did share some context for the decision. This did go through the Land Use Committee, and noted that the city is taking a beat to evaluate recent housing protections that have been passed by council over the last few years, and to do some more in community engagement on the impacts, and look at some data to see how these are affecting the community.
Yeah, it was really great to see. First council meeting for Councilmember Brent, speaking up, jumping right in, and always good to have discussion on the dais. So yeah, it was exciting to see.
Yeah, really robust discussion.
I think it's going to be a good year.
Yeah, definitely. So the ordinance did pass 5-2.
Yep.
And then we had no public hearings. We had two other business items. The first was item 6A regarding the approval of the 2026 City Council retreat agenda. So every year the council in January has a 2-day retreat, this year occurring on January 9th and 10th. That's this Friday and Saturday here in council chambers. So City Manager Bernie reviewed the items on the agenda, and the agenda really focuses on orientation and governance. So this includes tribal sovereignty training, some relationship building, a review of council agreements and committee assignments, looking at our priorities-based budgeting work, and multi-year work planning, and also a community survey review. So the agenda passed unanimously, and I'm looking forward to spending Friday and Saturday with council as they plan their year.
Yeah, sounds like you have some fun activities.
Yes, we
do. Item 6B was up next. This was the election of a mayor pro tem. They do this every 2 years.
2 years.
Is that right? Cool. The mayor pro tem, for those of you who don't know, step up and act as mayor when the mayor's not available,
Yes.
obviously. But a lot of other tasks in addition to the regular council tasks, which are a lot.
Yeah.
They help with setting the council agendas, collaborating between the mayor and the council, some other things. What I think watching the council meetings is most hard is navigating the public comment, getting all the names right and in order and keeping that organized, always impressive. So a lot of duties, a lot of extra work. And the council unanimously re-elected Mayor Pro Tem Wen, who's been doing it for the last couple years, doing a great job.
Yeah.
Always, I mean, personally, I love watching her during council meetings. So yeah, they shared a lot of praise and no objections, and she took it as quite an honor to be unanimously chosen to do that again.
I think she's shown some great leadership and collaboration and a lot of behind the scenes support that a lot of folks don't get to see. And really it helps with just kind of a broader relationship building.
Yeah.
It's a really integral role to council.
Yeah. Then we moved on to reports, and under reports we had 2 council referrals, something that doesn't happen a lot.
Yeah.
Can you, being the expert, explain to people
Absolutely.
what a referral is?
So a referral is a way for a council member to place before the city council items to consider adding to their work plan for the year. And so what happens with this is a council member fills out this form kind of explaining what they're asking, and then we have 2 other council members who have to sign on in support, and then they present it to the council for them to consider. So the first one last night was Councilmember Green presented an item addressing rising concerns about pedestrian fatalities and speeding trends. I can say last night I was almost hit by a car, so I'm fully in support. The council approved adding to the work plan a request for the Community Livability and Public Safety Committee to study the feasibility of speed safety cameras in Olympia. So considering legal limits, privacy and sanctuary city values, data needs, staffing costs, and also alternatives, and to forward that recommendation to the city council if appropriate. So that will be on the Community Livability and Public Safety Committee plan.
This speeding and the pedestrian incidents, really high priority for the community.
Yeah.
I think a couple of the council members and Mayor Payne brought up how much they hear about it, and it's really good to see this being officially tackled.
Yeah, and we did have a couple of pedestrian fatalities last year, so it's a issue very close to our community.
Yeah, absolutely.
The second referral was presented by Councilmember Matrone, and she is requesting the exploration of the feasibility and scope of a comprehensive food system plan for Olympia to coordinate existing efforts, assessing community needs, improving equitable access to healthy food, and building a long-term food security plan. So the council did approve moving this item forward to the work plan as well.
Yeah, food security, big one too. The mayor noted it's what he called a kitchen table issue.
Yes.
And this is potentially really going to help people like in their homes where we really feel it. And
well, and speaking about the food bank earlier today, you know, this is a really present issue in our community, and I think every level of the community felt it during the pandemic as well.
And another area where Olympia leads, a couple people brought up, is this really what the city should be doing? And a resounding, let's take the lead and see if we can fix something. So exciting and inspiring. That was it. The meeting wrapped up at 8:21. Boom. We did it.
We did
We were
it.
a little rusty.
We were a little
Forgive
rusty.
us.
Yes.
We'll get better.
First meeting of the year, got through it. Looking forward to 2026 and all the
I think
great
it's going
work.
to be exciting.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of great work done this year by your council, and I look forward to talking about it more here at Council in 10.
Yeah, we'll be here doing it.
That's right.
Smoother than ever.
So, thank you for joining us. If you're watching us live, you can stay tuned for the full replay of the council meeting we just discussed if you want the nitty-gritty, or you can watch it or any other of our programming on demand anytime at olytv3.com.
And download the Oli TV app. It's the best way to watch us. It's a really good app.
It really
Proud of it.
is. And if you want to watch a council meeting live and in person, we're here most Tuesdays at 6 p.m. We'll save a seat for you.
And with that,
We're adjourned.
We're adjourned.